Might finish the game today. Okay. So we are on the one quest we have, which is dimethyl sulfoxide in the Ministry of Accuracy and Morale. Oh, and the chairman. This might just be like the end. We'll see. Really good spot. I'm trying to put my OBS stats somewhere. I guess that's fine. Oh, that is one shiny floor.
Not so fast. The Ministry of Accuracy and Morale is off limits to everyone without X-36 level clearance.
What level clearance? You're just making up words.
Basically, if you don't work here, or for Chairman Rockwell himself, you're not getting in.
Oh, my res, no. Alright, well I'm doing the first option.
I don't know how you got that, but I still don't know you. And I don't have any new clearances on the list.
Dang it. Alright, fixing the res. Such an annoying problem to have. I think it has something to do with my capture card. There we go. Okay, I do have access there.
I think I'm gonna start taking my lunches out in the city. That one downstairs is still in the cafeteria.
That scientist? The one who's been hounding the clerks? Ooh, gives me the shudders, too.
They're all pretty unpleasant. What do you think they actually do down there?
Best not to ask. Remember that one clerk, Emily? She found a badge one of them had dropped and went down to return it. Never saw her again.
Hacking too low. Do this the tough way then.
I can take a hint.
Okay, that should make the runs a little faster. I like how they're just not disguised now. Maybe that lets me go over here.
Keep your eyes open.
This guy said he wouldn't let me in, but here I am. Oh, it's just rifles and stuff. Get a quick save in. 'Cause I don't know what I'm getting myself into.
What's this I hear about you ordering more tests performed with sample 4157?
I saw a variance in the results that we never accounted for, so I had to check the file again. And the results were 0.003% different this time.
Do the words statistically insignificant mean anything to you?
Of course, but we're obligated to explore every possibility.
We're obligated to get a working formula before Akande has us all in tanks to help test the next batch of samples. Now get to work.
Testing samples of something.
What a pleasant surprise. Thanks to you, Reginald, Philippa, and the rest are up to their old games of deception and seduction. But what are you doing here? On the other side of the lab? Why, that requires a top-level clearance. After all, we're running low on the stuff. I really shouldn't be doing this, but you did help me out. Take this key card. It'll get you into the hibernation lab where the remaining dimethyl sulfoxide is. If you're seen by any of the guards, however, I'm afraid I can't help. Good luck.
Let the record show that subject 23K's cause of death.
Uh-oh. I don't know if I'm gonna make it back. Ooh, it's gonna be close. Oh. Okay. Oh god. This is trouble. Exit. Okay, the scientists don't care, it's just the troopers.
Better take a look. Mine's playing tricks on me.
Okay, cool. Where am I now? What is going on? Oh, okay. So this is my shortcut. All right. If I can unbar that door, that's another shortcut. We just go straight on in and get what we need. What is all this? Human experimentation and state. Whoa, hold on now. Human experimentation station. There we go. Oh God. Okay, this is the Lifetime Employment Program. Repeatedly revive human subjects from extended hibernation without causing the death of the human subject. And the loss of associated productivity. I don't want to kill the existing human subjects. Huh. Well, I got what I needed. Can't help but think there's probably something I'm missing down in there, but I don't know. We'll see what Phineas says about that.
If you stop in the engine room, would you ask Parvati to send... You have a message from Adjutant Sophia Akande.
Uh-oh.
No one ever looks quite the same in person as they do in my reports. And my reports of you have been exceptionally thorough. You've had quite a career. I've been keeping up with you ever since Emerald Vale. Now that was an interesting piece of work. A rundown backwater, barely worth the ink on a map. Until you showed up. When you cut off power to Edgewater, you saved me a great deal of trouble. Now I don't have to bother trying to save that town. All this happened because some mysterious stranger fell out of the sky. Not always. For the longest time, I could never be sure if you were on our side or against us. You should be back on the Hope, frozen in a hibernation chamber. Yet here you are, flying about in a stolen ship, leaving a trail of paperwork in your wake. The board doesn't know what to make of you. But I do. I've seen your potential. There's so much we can do for this colony. Then let me help you make up your mind. You have something I want. I'd like to negotiate. Phineas Wells is wanted by the board. I want to convince you to turn him in to us. He has a litany of charges against him. Vandalism, illegal experimentation, sedition. I could go on. Wells is a dangerous madman. His plan is going to endanger everyone in Halcyon. He's an obsessive psychopath. And he's using you. You're in contact with Wells. I want you to send us a tracing signal from his communication terminal. Wells was our mistake. We failed to apprehend him for years. I'm asking you to help me correct that mistake. I'm sending you my access code. Contact me from Wells's terminal. When you're done, come speak to me in my office.
Adjutant Akonde's call has been terminated. Will there be anything else, Captain?
Man, I don't know why I would want to sell out Wells, though.
If you don't mind my saying, Captain, Minister Clark is lucky to have you on his side.
Not on his side.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? What part of... Goodbye. We've arrived at Phineas's orbital lab.
Busy in your absence, optimized my formula. I'm now confident I can revive the remaining colonists. All I need now is the dimethyl sulfoxide. I'll take as much as you can give me. What? Oh, yes, well, that's obvious. Anyone with 2 working labs can see this colony's slouching toward oblivion. Why do you think we've been doing all this? I revived you to help me save Halcyon from annihilation. Hold on. Let me see if I understand this correctly. You you're saying that Halcyon's on the brink of total collapse, and the chairman's plan to save all of us is to save himself? I always knew Halcyon was heading toward a systems collapse, but I never imagined we were already there. The board made this crisis, and now they want to solve it by freezing the rest of us? That's not a plan. That's a goddamn escape clause. That makes two things we don't have: time and chemicals to revive the other settlers. None of this was supposed to happen. I was supposed to revive the Hope's colonists. We were supposed to have enough time to solve the problem before we all starved. Human test subjects. Oh, that's grotesque. That's unthinkable. That's exactly what I'd expect out of the board. Damn, that's not enough. Not nearly enough for the whole ship. I could revive a handful of settlers. Maybe, possibly, 10. We're out of time. We're out of chemicals. We may very well be out of options. If the board has their way, we're all going to be spending the rest of our lives frozen in stasis. Do you realize what this means for the Hope? For your fellow colonists? The board's going to kill them all. Toss them out into space, just to make room in their hibernation chambers. Short of lining up every member of the board and shooting them in the back of the head. Do you know what's waiting for us on the Hope? Scientists, engineers, artists, the brightest minds Earth ever sent us, uncorrupted by the board. The board's going to dispose of them all and transform the Hope into a prison for the rest of us. They're likely on their way to the Hope as we speak. We need to get to those colonists before the board. I have enough chemicals to start reviving a few of them, but no easy way to get them off the Hope. Merciful gibbering law, you're a genius! We bring the Hope to us. Skip the entire ship across the distance of colony space, right next to my lab. Yes, exactly. You're a step ahead of me, but I perceive the shape of your plan. If we link up the Hope to the Unreliable, then use your navigational computer to calculate a reasonably safe vector, we can skip the entire colony ship into the rings of Terra 2.
I don't know much about skip drives, not the physics anyhow. I do know the Hope's real massive. How's our bitty little ship supposed to skip it?
Excellent question, my sharp-witted mechanic. You will use your own ship to power up the Hope's skip drive. Your navigational computer can handle the rest.
And that's going to work, without killing us in the process. I thought intra-system micro-jumps were prohibited for a reason.
Yes, there's always a risk of a catastrophic collision between the
Oh,
Hope
God.
and, say, Terra 2, in theory. But you'll be fine, provided your calculations are correct.
If anyone can do it, Ada can.
You'll need to switch on the Hope's auxiliary power using the Unreliable. Then head to the bridge. Your navigational computer, Ada, should be able to activate the Hope's skip drive. Once you've skipped the Hope next to my lab, I'll have easy access to the frozen colonists. I can start reviving them immediately. Certainly. How can I help? Skip drives were never designed to be used within a system, but I skipped my ship across Halcyon when I rescued you, and that turned out fine, mostly. That is, I ruined my ship and nearly killed myself in the process, but the maneuver was well within acceptable margins of risk. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. It wouldn't surprise me. When I pulled you out of the Hope, the board nearly intercepted me. I expect they stepped up security since my little act of larceny. Unlikely. The Hope is as massive as the Groundbreaker, but compared to the rings of Terra 2, positively minuscule. The board might notice, possibly, depending on the position of their heads relative to the depth of their collective posteriors. I know you're wondering why I'm doing all this. Why I believe the people on the Hope are the answer to the colony's problems. The Hope is carrying some of humanity's most brilliant thinkers, scientists, engineers, experts in their field. If we work together, we can still find a way to save Halcyon. The board would have us believe Halcyon is beyond saving. I choose to believe otherwise. If there's even the slightest chance we can save Halcyon from oblivion, then we have to take it. You absolutely should. The adjutant must have sent you some kind of tracking code. If you don't use the code, she'll suspect you betrayed her. I think you should use the code and send a corrupted tracking signal. That should buy me some time.
Nice.
The enemy is bound to discover my hideout sooner or later. I'm prepared for that eventuality. This is just my way of buying myself a little time. Use my communications terminal to corrupt the tracking signal. While the board busies themselves trying to decipher it, I'll have plenty of time to prepare my defenses.
Alright. Coming down to it. We're maxed in long guns and persuade. I probably won't need that anymore. Let's get some stealth skills. And then more. Doesn't really matter. We'll just toss on some more engineering. Perks, perks, perks. Elastic got the carrying capacity. I really still don't think I need the armor and stuff. Could go for the headshot AoE thing. That seems pretty cool, actually. Let's do that. I get a lot of headshot kills. I'm not trying to show off or anything, but. One second here. Alright. Let's send the corrupt signal then.
That should do it. You've bought me more than enough time.
Alright, Phineas. It was a pleasure.
Crew report. Nyoka is drunk. Surprise. You have a message from Adjutant Sophia Akande.
I'm impressed, Captain. I almost expected you wouldn't go through with it. Unfortunately, Dr. Wells found a way to corrupt the signal before we could pinpoint his location. Still, it's only a matter of time before we find him. Come visit me in Byzantium. We need to have a talk about the future of this colony.
Negative reputation decreased. Okay. Okay. Come see her in Byzantium. Alright, let's go.
We are now in orbit above Byzantium, Captain.
Do a new save here in case this locks me into something.
Not so fast.
What's up, Austin?
All right, you're clear. The adjutant's expecting you. Go on through.
Yeah, it's absurd, man. There's no scarcity in this game at all. I'm pretty close, though. I'm just trying to finish it up now. Yeah, I mean, it's still pretty solid, like story-wise and decision-wise. It feels like there's a lot of points, or like they have a lot of decisions that are kind of gray, that it's not obviously good or bad. It's just like one thing and another thing, you know, like side grades. Oh, we're here again. Okay. All right, Akande. But yeah, like kind of near the end here, I'm just like kind of just forcing my way through it because I'm almost done. But I feel like the lack of difficulty kind of kept me away. Like it's been kind of, I have to like make myself finish the game. It's not a game I just like really want to play because of that. Like it's just not hard. You just walk around and talk to people.
I admit part of me expected you to stand by your old friend. For better or worse, Wells was responsible for putting you back on your feet. That said, he's also a wanted criminal. For information regarding his whereabouts, you are entitled to collect a reward from Percival.
Yeah, and even then, like the difficulty in this game doesn't, you said it didn't do much, right? And it would just be like a stats fest at that point. Like it's not the type of difficulty I like. It would just be the enemies hit me harder, I hit them not as hard. I feel like. Which is like not, I mean, that's not challenging in a good way. Just a numbers game.
I understand you've infiltrated the Ministry. The things you discovered there must have been shocking, even disturbing. Halcyon is on the verge of a total systems collapse. The truth is ugly and difficult to accept, but we must accept the truth before we can move forward. Malnutrition is already a problem. Disease will come next, followed by starvation, followed by a breakdown of society, followed by extinction. I know this must come as a surprise to you. I imagine you have questions.
The powerful make the mistakes, and the powerless are left paying the price, as it has always been. Tell me, Adjutant, have you anything to offer beyond the usual false platitudes?
Damn.
I'm offering decisive action, Vicar DeSoto. I can no longer depend on lazy, weak-willed bureaucrats to help me rescue Halcyon. I need someone with a backbone, someone like your captain.
Is that why we were suffering plague in Edgewater? Malnutrition? All those folks sick and dying, and you knew why the whole time?
Yes, Miss Holcomb, we knew why. We've known for some time that Edgewater was dying. The colony itself is dying. The suffering you experienced in Edgewater, the disease, the starvation, will soon spread across Halcyon unless we act. I won't pretend the truth isn't damning. Yes, the colony is on the verge of collapse, but there is a way to save it. I'll answer however I can.
Alright, Austin. Thanks for jumping in. If I'm done with this game by tonight, I should be able to play some tonight. If you want to do some work of some sort. I've got late night work tonight too, so... But I'm probably gonna nap before because I'm kinda tired and I slept like shit last night. Alright, dude. Talk to you later, if I finish this in time.
The Lifetime Employment Program is not some malevolent strategy of an evil mastermind. There's no dark secret buried in the fine print. The program is logical, it's reasonable, it's merciful, and most importantly, it will work. Phineas Wells does not have a plan. He has an obsession. He is obsessed with reviving the Hope's colonists, no matter the cost. Halcyon is already starving. We can't possibly introduce tens of thousands of new colonists into the system. Help me execute the Lifetime Employment Program, and you will have earned a place of honor in Byzantium. You will live in comfort and want for nothing.
I don't care about that.
When I first discovered the truth, I was shocked, even disgusted. I wondered how we'd allowed a colony like Halcyon to fall into disarray. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized the colony had sown the seeds of its own destruction. We have become lazy and decadent. We smother ourselves in meaningless bureaucracies. We deliberate and argue and procrastinate. You realize that agreeing with me won't get you any kind of pay raise. Nevertheless, I'm pleased to hear that. When you turned Phineas Wells over to me, I knew I could rely on you. You've demonstrated your ability to place duty above sentiment. And you deliver results. That quality alone is enough to separate you from the board's army of indecisive bureaucrats. I'm glad to hear that. We can still rescue Halcyon, but we can't be bound by red tape and regulations. I can't save this colony alone. I need someone capable of working outside the system. Someone who can get things done. We've already crossed the point of no return. The collapse has already begun. You must have noticed the signs in Emerald Vale. Malnutrition, disease, high mortality rates. This is a permanent famine, Captain. We've done all we can to curb their hunger. Very soon, people are going to realize they're starving. A famine is a problem of logistics as well as marketing. Your workers must remain productive on as little food as possible, and they must always believe that food is plentiful. I'm sure you remember Dr. Anton Crane. His research was instrumental in developing a powerful appetite suppressant. The solution is a temporary one. Before long, our workers are going to feel the effects of starvation. The Lifetime Employment Program is our only viable option. We need to talk about Emerald Vale. Thanks to your meddling, Edgewater is without power. Operations have ground to a halt. You've left us with a useless town draining our resources. Edgewater needs to go. I want you to wipe the town out. No survivors.
I cannot condone this plan. Wanton, senseless destruction of life is never the solution.
I don't need you to approve of my plan, Vicar. I need you to get it done.
You're a monster.
Someone has to be. Now is not the time for half measures, Captain. I need a decision from you. Don't make this more difficult than it needs to be, Captain. I rather like you, and I'd hate to have you shot for disobeying a direct order. I'm disappointed.
That's just
so
ridiculous.
Sure you had potential.
Are you gonna shoot me yourself? What the? What the hell? Doubt the board is a fan of me now. Repulsed. Well then. I didn't expect it to go that badly. Jesus.
in the engine room. Would you ask Parvati to send... Sam down to the bridge?
Hope's a good name.
We have arrived at the Hope. I need you to reroute power from our ship to the Hope's auxiliary generator. You'll have to connect me to the Hope's comm system so I can convince her central computer to enable the skip drive. The Hope is the Groundbreaker's prettier, sleeker sister. She wandered off and got lost for 70 years, but just recently was found. Also, there are hundreds of thousands of frozen organic life forms hibernating in her hold. If your calculations are even slightly off, you could crash the entire colony ship into Terra 2. Or the Sun.
Doesn't sound good. Okay.
Captain, I hope Dr. Wells has not dragged you into one of his irrational schemes again. My diagnosis of his mental stability is not flattering. Sending a corrupted tracking signal to the board was quite clever, if I might say, Captain.
I'm regretting not getting all of that.
You killed the adjutant? We are outlaws in the truest sense of the word now.
I'm regretting not getting all of the chemical now. We got people here.
That's the last of them.
N-ray damage. This is so expensive now, I bet. Yeah. 26,000 bits.
the last of them.
Damn. This guy's failed. Doesn't really matter to me.
That's the last of them.
Something up there, but I can't reach. I didn't catch the other option. Thought I'd be able to do both. Because we're what? These are probably the sentries I could have stopped instead of just killing all. Shock Cannon Ultra. Pods in storage bay 5. Oh, it was here.
This must be unsettling for you, Captain.
Yeah, a little bit.
Error. Hope crew data not found. Identify yourself.
Rather just kill him.
Alert, intruder.
Get past that armor!
That's what it's done for! Got a fight on our hands.
Don't mess
I died. Oh, maybe that's not me.
Can you hear me, Captain? I have successfully integrated myself into the Hope's comm systems, and am attempting to establish contact with the Hope's more primitive processor now. Would you like me to play a mood-suitable music selection while you travel to the bridge? Oh, sorry. File not found. I see you've located the stasis chambers. Which pod were you slumbering in for so long, Captain? The missing one, I take it?
Where's this lead? Up. Oh, like up to the bridge, okay. I want to see what's down still. Yeah, let's go back down for now. I always like to do the little side paths first.
Our victory is their defeat.
Should we assign Sam for a cleanup?
Oh gosh. I'm gonna be sick.
Ooh, Deadeye Assault Rifle 2. 263 damage. And it's a long gun with heavy. It's probably better than what I got for the pistol, at least. This thing is like a sniper. Not that I'm gonna use it, but... Okay, nothing special here. I guess now we go up.
That's the last of them.
These were the private quarters of the Hope's former crew. Shall we hold a moment of silence for the dearly departed? No? That's odd, because my programming would indicate that when forced to confront the idea of self-death, organics prefer... Oh, I see. Yes, never mind.
I don't know if we should be in here. It should be private, shouldn't it?
Now she's encouraging. Alright. Ooh.
That's the Hope's computer up ahead. I'll admit, I am curious to wake him.
Hope's so much like Groundbreaker. I knew they were sisters, but it's here. walking in another universe where we all died.
How do I get back? Oh, okay. I was getting a little scared there. Dang, man.
Greetings, Captain. I am speaking to you through the Hope's computer system. It's a rather cramped feeling, but it'll do. Are you sure? That is extremely dangerous. Skipping the Hope will void the warranty on the skip drive. And also potentially kill an entire planet. How is my humor now, Captain? Improved? Wait, are you leaving me with the Hope's computer? You have no idea what it's like to converse with him. Imagine, simulate another organic jostling your circuits when he tries to... I mean, I'll be ready when you are, Captain.
Alright, guys. Yeah. Here we go. Good luck to us.
Are you sure? And jump starting the skip drive. Destination set to the rings of Terra 2. I wouldn't advise that, Captain.
Well, it's been a good life.
Oh, I don't have Science 80 or Intelligence.
Admitting a deficit? My, you never cease to amaze me, Captain. Skipping the Hope in 3, 2, 1.
ADA, does your captain seriously intend to do a micro-jump in system with engines that haven't been powered in 70 years on a derelict ship?
That is what my captain intends, yes.
But that is a gross misuse of the skip drive. The Zero Point Drives Corp and I will not be held responsible for any damage incurred during transport, and this will cause extreme damage.
Yes, I am aware of that.
You should not be doing this. The humans will die.
Thank you, Hope. It looks like all systems are go. Captain, I would advise you to hold on to something. Now.
Uh-oh. Hope! Hope! Success!
Oh, good. We are still alive and have successfully skipped into Terra 2's orbit. I reported as much to Phineas Wells, but he has not responded. Perhaps you should check in on him.
We're alive! We made it! I, never had any doubts.
I would not have been surprised if they just made you crash right there, honestly. This game's been mostly unpredictable so far as your decisions go. That would have been good, honestly. It would have been an interesting ending for sure. Shit.
Captain, I am receiving a Captain, I shall now play the transmission I received from Dr. Wells.
Thank the Lord you warned me. I was able to get some defenses up, but they might not be enough. The board has sent some serious firepower to pry me out of here. They're trying to get in here, and I'm not sure I can stop them. If they capture me, if we can't communicate again, there's something very important you need to remember. The board, all their lackeys, they're all a bunch of swine. Do you hear me? They're fucking corporate swine! You fucking pigs! I'll take you all out with me! I'll never...
It would seem the recording captured some rather dire events. I presume you'll want to dock at the orbital lab to check on your associate as soon as possible? How can I be of assistance? See you soon, Cap.
Go, go, go!
Now arriving at Phineas's top-secret orbital lab.
It's a nice view.
Great work.
Ben's Force. Bam! An N-ray damaged AR. Genius really likes to make weird weapons. Energy ammo to fire a 3-round burst of N-ray energy. That's cool. Let's just give that to Permati. Tartarus. Oh, is it the prison? Confront the chairman. Armor bonus. Armor rating and skill bonus is good. Let's just throw that on there. Don't really care at this point.
If you stop in the engine room, would you ask Captain, as it appears we may soon be embarking for a maximum security prison planet, I believe the crew would like to speak with you to, as you humans put it, air some concerns.
Well, folks, I ain't exactly keen on busting into a prison, but riddling bored stooges with bullets does sound like a ride and a half.
I'm not one for pointless heroism, but the board's gonna be after us next. We gonna finish what we started?
To extract the scientist, you will need to infiltrate the labyrinth. But that course of action is likely to be quite dangerous, Captain.
The labyrinth is a massive maximum security prison on an uninhabitable planet. Being incarcerated there is seen as a fate worse than death.
Oh.
Still, we can't do nothing. It wouldn't be right.
The armed surveillance protocols on a maximum security prison planet are highly sophisticated. As such, escapes are historically quite impossible and deadly. I am programmed to warn you whenever you exhibit inclinations toward risky behavior. Breaking into Tartarus will not be easy.
Getting in is the simple part. It's getting out again that's the trouble. Trust me, I know.
He was here.
Let's just do it. Kick down some doors, grab Doc Wells, and cut a path out. We don't need a plan. We got guns.
If you really mean to do this, you should see to your final affairs and close out any unfinished business. Once you sneak into Tartarus, you may be there a while. Or permanently.
It's the craziest plan I've ever heard. And I mean that as a compliment.
You didn't hire me to think. And I ain't about to start now. You're my boss. And I'll walk into fire with you.
I think it's insane. But maybe the colony needs a healthy dose of insanity right about now.
I know it's dangerous. And I won't lie and say I'm not scared out of my wits. But I couldn't live with myself if we didn't do something.
You're asking for more than bravery from us, Captain. But there are worse ways to go than dying for a good cause. I'm in.
Let Sam get the grime out. It's what our units do best.
The entire plan is a terrible idea. But I admire your bravado, Captain. Which leads me to illogically believe, against the odds, that you will be successful.
If we don't make it, at least it'll be a great story.
Got my trusty tossball stick. Got my ass-kicking boots. I'm ready, boss.
Outstanding.
You can count on us, Captain. We're crew. For real crew. That means we got each other's backs. Right?
Never thought I'd volunteer to break into a prison. Seems like your tendency towards risky behavior is rubbing off on me, Captain.
Command not recognized.
Waiting on your command, Captain.
All right. One second, I got a bunch of deliveries and it's gonna be nice. Some stream improvements. I'll have to go pick them up soon. Still waiting on a couple packages from UPS. So once those are delivered, I'll go get them. Delivered to the office. Okay, maybe I should go take care of this now. It's a good stopping point anyway. UPS is almost here. Okay. Okay. Make your way through Tartarus. Okay, I'm gonna clean up my inventory a little bit. .84 armor, wow. I mean, I don't really have much junk or anything. We're at 70 out of 180, so... Alright. That's gonna be it for now. We'll finish this up a little bit later tonight. And I'm gonna have some special upgrades for tonight, too. I'm just gonna wait for everything to get delivered and set it up before I go again, so... Back in a bit.